And still, he broke records tonight. Demetrious, I don't even know what to say. That was such an incredible performance, and I always tell you this. Every time you step into the octagon, you amaze us. We think you're perfect, and then you go out there and put on an even better performance. How do you feel about tonight?
I feel good, this training camp, getting up to Edmonton, and then getting ready to cut the weight. They get the call from the UFC, say, hey, he got sick, come back home, resituate, reset, watch video again, go over everything, and go through another hard 4 weeks of training camp, and then get in here to put on a great show, and then look for that armbar, the suplex of the armbar. I've been doing that for a long time in the gym, and when I was an amateur, I was trying to do Superman, the low kick, and Matt goes, don't ever do that again until you master it in the gym. And I've kind of mastered that submission, and nobody's never done it. And Matt's always telling me, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. And so this time I had it, and my energy was full, and I was like, all right, here we go. And then Matt was always telling me, when somebody's trying to be heavy, you got to move them real quick. Then their weight gets off balance, then you could throw them and launch them, and then I'm just happy I was able to do it.
Yeah, that was absolutely mind-blowing to watch. It sounded like we couldn't necessarily hear you all that great inside the octagon, but it sounded like you almost wanted to prove a point to Ray, some things that he had said prior to the fight.
Yeah, he said that my scrambling ability was garbage. But at the end of the day, you got to remember, when I fought Tim Elliott, it was an awkward fight. He's an awkward dude. He's 5'10", along for the weight class. He has leverage that anybody else doesn't have. So, and everybody forgets, that's 2 minutes of one round, and then the rest of the minute, there's 25 minutes in a fight. So, 2 minutes out of 23 minutes, I think 23 minutes beats 22 minutes by a long shot. So, he said I had, horrible scrambling abilities, and I want to prove a point it wasn't the scrambling abilities. It's like, I work with the best, and I'll notify your scrambling abilities. And that's what I want to do tonight.
Yeah, I think sometimes that maybe people watch you and try to hold on to whatever hope that they can in order to defeat you. This was a fight that had been talked about and scheduled, then missed, and then now scheduled again. Where do you want to go? You just broke Anderson Silva's title defense record. You are the pound-for-pound best fighter on the planet. But I know you've got grand plans for yourself. What are they?
Go home, move into my beautiful house, spend time with my kids, my wife, take my son to school. With the 4 weeks of extra to camp, I was looking forward to going home, taking Tyron to school. I couldn't. I was like, hey, dude, I got to go back to the gym. He goes, go have fun, Dad. So I'm not even worried about what's next. I'm just worried about going out, celebrating with my team. It's a special moment for us. It's just another special moment.
I've got to imagine, just even the way you answered that mentality is a big part of your success. You've never said that this fight is how you will live or die. This fight is a fight to you. Yeah. Walking out to the octagon, does that make things easier for you? Does that make things more free for you?
Yeah, it's always funny because, I just felt good this time around. And when I get in the octagon, when I spar, I try not to hurt my opponents. And when I get in there and spar, I can hurt them, and I don't have to worry about Matt, hey, dude, be nice, chill out. So he's like, no, dude, go do whatever you want. So I just have fun in it. It's just fun. I get to go out there and do what I want to do and see if I can win, I guess.
Matt and Brad have been alongside you this entire road. Talk to me about what their influence has been like.
Great influences, All I have is two coaches, the master and the assistant chef, and he's been with Matt since, 19 years old? 19 years old, and has been there. He's 45. You can't tell. The gray, he hides the gray.
Yeah,
but no,
just for men.
Yeah, these guys are awesome. They're always challenging me to get better and inspiring me. And they're the best. If it wasn't for those guys, I'd be like, I think I'm bored. And they can also beat me up. You got to have coaches that can beat you up. That's a big important thing in life.
Absolutely. I know that you aren't looking career-wise as to what's next, but I do want to touch upon something you mentioned inside the octagon. We spoke a little earlier this week. Vegas has been great to you in your career. Seemed like it was very important for you to acknowledge everyone who was in the crowd tonight. What was that like, being able to break a record in front of these people who were saving lives just the other day?
Yeah, those guys are the real heroes. Those guys are the real champions, they have to take care of everybody. Everybody is their responsibility. My only responsibility is my two children, my beautiful wife. That's it. So I'm basically their responsibility. So it was an honor to be able to compete in front of them tonight, and it was just awesome to hear that they were the first on the scene to take care of, thousands of injured people who were just trying to enjoy a concert from some maniac up on the 32nd floor.
Right. Well, you certainly put on a show for them. I know that was a much-needed, amazing distraction. Congratulations. I so can't wait to hear what you want to do next. I know you're not telling me, but I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.